Hi everyone. I know it's been a while. I have been doing a lot of projects at home, doing some painting, things like that, so I'm back. Today we're going to be doing neck and shoulders. I think a lot of us are kind of hunched over um, our computers and laptops and things like that, and today's practice is just going to create a little bit of space across the chest, bring some flexibility into the shoulders. We'll work on strength a little bit and releasing tension. So let's get started. I'm going to light my candle, so we'll see what matchbox I get from the matchboxes on my bar. Let's see. Bob City. I don't think Bob City's there anymore. 901 West Weed. All right. So today, all we're going to need for props, of course you can use whatever you need for comfort, because we will do a Shavasana at the end, but there we go. I'd like you to have some type of pillow. So even if it's the pillow off your bed, or I just grabbed a couch pillow, and we're going to use this as we begin our practice to create some space across the chest and the shoulders. So all I want you to do is, find that pillow, and as you rest on it, make sure that your head is supported and then your arms are just resting alongside the body with your palms rotated up, as long as that's comfortable throughout your shoulders. Now, in our practice today, we want to make sure that there is comfort in the shoulders, okay? All right, so just get yourself comfortable here in that supine position, lying on your back. You can bend your knees if you like. You can cover up in a blanket if you like. And just take a moment to come here to your mat, to your practice. Allowing yourself to let go of, your morning, your day, your week, your month. Taking just a few deep breaths and allowing your exhalations to have some sound. So as you exhale, you hear a sigh. And all I want you to think about here is just breathing. Just breathing. And as you maybe relax a little more deeply into the support of your pillow, into your floor, the earth, you might notice that maybe you can soften your belly a little bit more and even allow your shoulders to rest more deeply down towards the earth, creating some space for the breath. So when we're tense, when we're tight, we're constricting areas that we can breathe into. So working on softening the belly, shoulders relax. Close your mouth if you can, breathing in and out of your nostrils. And just, again, notice your breath, just breathe. Exploring how the inhalations create some space in the body, and the exhalations create that release and that softness. And wherever you're feeling it in your body, that's exactly where you should feel it at this moment. It's perfect. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll be doing this for about a minute more. And anytime the mind wanders, just come back to your breath. Gentle expansion and space of the inhalations, the softness of the exhalation. And take about 5 more breaths. Just breathe. If you're finding this practice really beneficial and you want to stay there and just continue to notice your breath, go ahead. You can join us at any point. We aren't even going to stand up today. We're going to be moving arms and shoulders, neck. So we're not even going to stand. We are going to begin lying down. So you can stay right where you are. I would like you to move off of your support and come down onto the floor. And knees can stay bent, or you can straighten them, whatever's comfortable. We're just going to begin to move the arms with the breath. So as you inhale, you'll just take your arms overhead behind you, and as you exhale, you'll take your arms back alongside the body. And we're just going to move with the breath here. As you inhale and you take your arms overhead, breathing into the chest and rib cage, feeling that space created by the breath, but also created just by your movement here. Taking the arms overhead, feeling maybe the rib cage start to move a little bit up towards your head. Let's go one more breath. So finish the one that you're doing now and then just add one more. And then this time as we inhale, let's take the arms back overhead, but we're going to bend the elbows and come into a cactus or goal pose position. I'm going to be doing these next movements seated so that you can see what I'm doing, but I want you to continue to lie down and do these next few poses. All right, so we're here in this goal pose position. We have our fingers spread wide, our palms are rotated up towards the ceiling. I want you, as you exhale, so we'll inhale, and on your next exhale, rotate from your shoulder joints so that your palms are rotating down towards the floor. Now, if I was lying down, my palms would not touch the floor. I have that little bit of tightness in that internal rotation. And then you'll inhale back to your goal pose position, and we'll do that a few more times. So exhale, internally rotating the shoulders. So you're keeping your upper arms right where they are. You're just moving your forearms. You're just moving with your breath. We'll do a few more. All right, how about we finish the one we're working on and add one more? And then when you're all done, but take your time, your arms will be resting in that goal pose position. You'll release that. You'll take your arms alongside the body with the palms rotated up. And just notice the sensations here. So just begin to notice sensations, circulation, movement through your shoulders, arms. And then I want you to think of snow angels. The next movement we're going to be doing is snow angels, but we're just doing them with our arms. So again, you're lying down, your arms are resting on the floor, your palms are rotated up. As you inhale, take your arms overhead. So you're sliding them across the floor. As you exhale, slide them down, but at some point rotate your palms towards the floor. And we'll do this a few more times. So we'll rotate the palms up. We'll inhale, slide the arms along the floor. Rotate the palms down, exhale, slide the arms back alongside the body. So let's finish the one that we're working on now, and we'll add one more. Once the arms are resting alongside the body, rotate the palms up. Again, let your shoulders melt down towards the earth. Let your arms feel heavy. Notice the sensation. So close your eyes so you can go inward and just notice what you're feeling in your body. You don't want to have pain, so any of these movements create pain in your shoulders, then I want you to not do them. All right, so with knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat, with an exhalation, we're going to roll to one side, stomp in that fetal tuck position, and just rest there a moment. And then as you inhale, use the strength of your arms to guide you all the way up to a seated position. Now we are just going to be working neck and shoulders. So what you're doing with your legs is not as important as just keeping your spine long. So I'm going to come into this variation of a cross-legged position, Siddhasana, which is one shin in front of the other. You can come into a cross-legged position if you like. You can sit on your heels in lightning bolt pose if you'd like. With this cross of the legs, we're going to switch the cross of the legs halfway in between these movements. Okay. So once we get here, let's let our hands rest palms down on our legs. Let the legs and sitting bones feel heavy and grounded and connected to the earth, like there's this magnet just pulling the legs and sitting bones down. And from that strong foundation, we're going to let the crown of the head float up towards the sky. You do want to keep the bottom ribs pulled in, so you're not like lifting the heart and almost coming into a back bend. Bottom ribs are pulled in, crown of the head lifts up. And then we're just going to start to roll our shoulders one at a time. So we can inhale and lift one shoulder up towards that ear, exhale, roll it back and down, and then do the opposite. So just rolling your shoulders, notice any difference between right and left sides. One of my shoulders is a little noisier than the other. And then let's do, we'll move in the opposite direction. So we'll take the shoulder back and roll it forward and down. We're going to just do one at a time. Notice if this feels different, more comfortable, less comfortable. All right, and then we'll do both. So let's inhale and lift both shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. We're going to do that one more time. Just rolling the shoulders around, and then we'll take the shoulders back and roll them forward and down. We'll do that one more time. And then we'll take our arms out from the sides of the body, rotate the palms up. Think of that snow angel that we just did. So we're going to inhale, slide the arms across the imaginary floor as we take our arms back overhead, and exhale, rotate the palms down, and let the arms come all the way down. Let's do that one more time, moving with your breath. Once the arms are resting, we're going to do 3 more, but we're going to add the movement of the neck. So we'll rotate our palms up, we'll inhale, lift the arms, lift your gaze, rotate the palms down, exhale, chin to chest, release the arms. So 2 more times just on your own, creating a little bit of movement in your neck, and always moving with the breath here. All right, so once the chin is towards the chest and your arms are back down alongside the body, maybe your fingertips are touching the mat, maybe your palms, maybe nothing is. I just want you to imagine that any tension you're holding onto at the back of your neck, your upper back, your shoulders, is all rolling down your arms like little drops of water. And imagine that each time you exhale, those drops of water are just moving through your fingertips and into the earth, and the earth is just ready to absorb all of that tension. We'll do this for 2 more breaths. And then with an inhalation, let's bring our gaze forward. We're going to rotate our palms up once again. Let's inhale and take the arms back overhead. Our palms are facing each other this time. And as we exhale, we'll take our arms down to shoulder height. Clasp your fingers together. Press your palms forward. Let your shoulders come forward so you're hunching your upper back. Bring your chin towards your chest. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here into your chest, creating some space across the upper back. We'll take 2 more breaths. And then with an inhalation, we'll bring our gaze forward. We'll exhale, release the arms, and then unclasp your fingers and take your hands behind your back, clasping your fingers behind the back, squeezing those shoulder blades a little closer together, creating that space across the chest. Maybe you're lifting your arms up off the back, maybe you aren't. And again, you're adding the breath, so as you breathe into your chest, notice the space on your inhale, the softness on your exhale. 1 more breath. And then as we inhale, we'll release the arms. Let's bring the shoulders back up to the ears, roll them back and down, and then we'll take the shoulders back and roll them forward and down. We're going to switch the cross of the legs. And one thing I want to say about seated in all of these poses, you can even sit in a chair. You know, sometimes I forget that you guys are at home. You can sit in a chair if that's more comfortable for you. All right, so once you switch the cross of your legs, again, extend up through the crown of the head as those legs and sitting bones are pulled down towards the earth. And then on an exhalation, just let your right ear come towards your right shoulder. You might want to stay here, just getting that stretch there on the left side of the neck, or maybe extend your left fingertips towards the left. You can even walk them away and lift them up off the mat. Reaching towards the earth with your fingertips, letting that right ear come towards the right shoulder. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll bring the left hand back to the thigh. Right hand comes to the right cheek. We lift the head back up to center. And then as we exhale, left ear to left shoulder. This might be enough of a stretch for you, or you can extend your right arm out. You can even walk the fingertips away, lifting them up to add a little bit more traction. And just letting that right shoulder get heavy. We'll take 2 more breaths. And then with an inhale, right hand back to the leg, left hand to cheek, lift the head back up to center. And on an exhalation, look over your right shoulder. Make sure that that left shoulder isn't moving into a twist. We're isolating the movement in the neck. With an inhale, we're back to center. Exhale, we're gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Let's go one more time to each side. And then once you're back at center, on an exhalation, let your chin come towards your chest, but don't let the whole head come forward. You just want to imagine that the back of your head is on the wall behind you and you're just sliding it up that wall. And then as you inhale, slide the head back down the wall as the chin moves up towards the ceiling. And we'll do that one more time. So exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin is lifted. Now as we exhale, let's bring the chin towards the chest. We're going to give ourselves a little massage. So I want you just to start with your scalp. I'm going to do little fingertips here. You might have your own technique. Getting into the temples. And at some point, make it down towards your neck, the jaw. Make it down into the shoulders. We're all going to go for massages when this quarantine is over. I know I am. Just getting the arms, so doing, crossing your arms and getting into your arms, your wrists, your palms, your fingers. Take your time. Oh, that felt good. All right. So once you're done, but again, take your time. You can join us when you're ready. We're just going to do a few more postures here, a little bit of strength for our shoulders and a little bit more flexibility in the shoulders and chest. So just extend your legs out, maybe bounce the knees a little bit. And then eventually make your way to table. And, we do our cat-cow very often in my classes. So today, when you come to table, I want you to think of the cat-cow more for upper back, chest, shoulders, that area. Okay. So make sure you spread your fingers wide, shoulders and wrists in alignment, knees in alignment with hips. And as we inhale, we're going to untuck the tailbone, let the belly drop, pull the chest gently forward. So feel your shoulder blades pressing gently into your back, and then lift your gaze gently. So it's not like a huge stretch to the neck. It's just a gentle lift. And then as you exhale, curl the tailbone under, pull the navel in, round the spine, pressing out through your shoulder blades, and then drop the crown of the head. So let's go through a few more with our focus on chest, upper back, neck. But of course, we're getting that tilt of the pelvis first. We're moving into the lumbar spine. How about one more? Once you're back at table, you're going to extend your right leg straight on the mat. Curl your toes under, press your heel back, and really engage the thigh. Okay, so firm right leg. Now, there's an option here. We're going to do a side plank. First of all, I want you to move your left hand a little bit forward over your shoulder. So it's not right underneath the shoulder, it's just an inch or two forward. And then we're going to pivot this left foot behind the knee. We're going to come to the inner edge or the sole of the right foot and extend the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Now, your choice, you can extend the left leg as well, making it a little more challenging. Imagine there's a string attached to your hips, and the string is lifting the hips up towards the sky. Let's take one more breath. And then as we inhale, we're going to come back to table, and we'll do the other side. So now let's extend that left leg straight, curl the toes under, engage the thigh, and then pivot the right foot back behind the knee, extend the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Remember, your wrist is a little bit in front of your shoulder. You can stay here or extend the right leg. Lifting the hips with that imaginary string. The gaze can lift if that's comfortable on your neck. We'll take two more breaths. And then with an inhalation, let's come back to table. Join the big toes together and rest back. Take your knees out wide and rest back in your child's pose. Now maybe if it's comfortable on your shoulders, you can take your arms alongside the legs with the palms up, letting the shoulders feel heavy, relaxed. Letting the breath travel into that space between your shoulder blades. As we take 3 more breaths. And then we'll place the hands beneath the shoulders, slowly rise up to seated, and then we'll come into a little Shavasana. So coming down onto your back, making sure you're comfortable. Maybe you've got a pillow, blanket. And just taking a moment here just to rest, to relax, to be present. So there's so much going on as far as information in the news. It's really important to give yourself a moment to be completely separated from whatever's going on in the world, and just to be quiet, contemplative, just to be with your body, your thoughts. So as you rest here for a moment, allowing the body to feel the support of the earth and to rest in that support, allow yourself to just be. So, whatever emotion is prominent for you today, that's okay. Just give yourself space to be who you are in this moment. Maybe it's more comfortable for you to follow your breath. Maybe you're noticing more sensations in your body. Maybe you're just here without any of those kind of suggestions to be present. Maybe your mind is just very calm. Whatever it is, just be. And then whenever you're ready, and again, you can stay in this restful place for as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, bring movement into your body. You can extend those arms back overhead like we did at the beginning. Maybe even straighten your knees and point your toes for that full body stretch. And then eventually bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, roll to that fetal tuck position, that little pocket of stillness within your practice. Make sure your head is supported, neck is relaxed. And then when you're ready, slowly rise up using the strength of your arms. You'll come to a seated position. We'll join the palms together at the heart. So let's take this opportunity to set an intention for our day, or maybe the next few days, whenever you're watching this practice. So think about how you want to live the rest of this beautiful day, this precious gift. And then you take this feeling of peace and relaxation with you as you go out into the world. Namaste. Thank you all so much. For all my family and friends and all of my students, I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to see you in person again. Stay healthy. Take care of yourself. Love you. Namaste.